this?
Yeah.
Good evening. Today is December 4th, 2025. This is the Environmental Conservation Board. We have an agenda that we're going to follow. The first item is 9 Clara Lane, LLC, Triceman, replace existing wood dock. Please state your, at the microphone, please state your name and who you're here to represent.
Hi, my name is Diana Bravjashik. I'm the architect on behalf of Carol Kurz Architecture, and I have here John O'Rourke, structural engineer on this project. This is our second meeting for the 9 Clara Lane. I was here 2 weeks ago to review the project. There was a list of questions and comments that you advised, so you can see the revised resubmittal. We have updated it to show all these answers, and then there's a question and answer.
Okay, I have to find the email that I sent out because I left my notes at home. Oh, I know where it would be.
The email wasn't sent to us, right?
No, it was
Okay,
sent
okay.
to Rose. And hold on. I don't have it. Let me just try one more spot. I think I remember all the areas. I think looking at the drawings, you gave us could you just identify who you are, please?
On the second page, I wrote your comments basically from what I took notes.
Okay.
And the answers of where they are.
Perfect, thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is John O'Rourke. I'm with JPO Engineering. That's my firm. I'm the civil engineer on the project. I represent, with my counterpart, the architect here, the client at 9 Clara Lane.
Okay, thank you. So the structural fill below patio, what are we, without going, what I originally got was the letter and the 11 by 17 showing the details. Could you guys just stay by the microphone?
Yes, sir.
Please, just because they have to record what's going on.
Understood.
So all I got was the 11, at first, the one I reviewed was the 11 by 17, SKO1. I went through SKO1. I have no issues with the staging. I have no issues with the concrete truck going in.
Okay.
The only thing is, I did need to see where your concrete washout would be, because they have a new rule right now.
Sorry.
You would have to wash out in a container or something, and you can't just wash it into the street, so
No, it's like in the city. I don't think we have noted that.
you did not
We
note
have
that.
not addressed the location.
So what I'm gonna do is just what I will do is, if that's the only thing we find on this right now, what I will do is I will let you, planning or environmental?
Zoning,
Next door.
thank you.
What I'll do is, we'll just make a note that you have to submit it by Monday. If we
Okay.
accept the application, you can accept that by Monday. But just for the record, for SKO1, they have they show the spill kit, they show the terrace, they show how you're gonna buggy it back and forth with a concrete truck over there. You're gonna do it on the other side of the silt fence. Perfect. They have additional staging areas, dumpster, construction access, and excavated soil staging area. The excavated soil staging, you need to provide it, did you provide a detail on stockpiling it with a silt fence or hay bales around it?
No, I didn't. I showed the 6 mills. I didn't provide any hay bales or anything. Sort of.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you just put the 6 mills, just make sure that that they get buried 6 inches around, just so it doesn't do that. So just provide a detail on that, please.
Yes.
So 2 things right now. One is, sorry.
Basically, we need a truck wash location.
I need a truck wash location for the concrete.
Right.
I can bring this up from the code, but do we know the required setback from water? Is it like?
Let's put it this way, do it outside the buffer.
As far as we can?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably over
Yeah, within 100 feet.
Okay, so there's a 100-foot.
You're not, let's put it this way, I don't want you washing out, they're not gonna want you washing out next to the tennis court. So when the trunk is done, pull it up out to the curb, the area over here, build a box, clean it out over there, whatever you have to do.
Understood.
Or even just wash it into the dumpster and just line it with poly or something, so you're not sloshing everything, okay? But that's for you to decide, truck wash for concrete. Okay, and then the second thing was, the soil stockpile area.
Yes. And I'll provide a detail for that.
Yeah, you need a detail.
Understood.
So the detail that you provided with the 6 mil is not sufficient? Is that what you said?
No, you have the 6 mil was if you're using, okay. So one of the things I told, this young woman over here, I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names, was that if you're using are you using equipment to demo and excavate and build this? Are you using a backhoe or an excavator,
We'll
a
be
mini?
excavating soil, yes.
How?
With an excavator. It won't be hand tools, it will be,
Okay.
I don't know how many tons, but. yeah.
So one of the things that I said was that, that when they stockpile, when they store the equipment at night, right? You're not going to store the equipment adjacent to the lake.
No.
You're going to drive that equipment past the 100-foot buffer and store it on 6 mil poly.
Correct, yes.
All right, so, but what I have here is additional staging area, 150 square feet. I don't see
Okay, the detail is located on S03,
S03.
the construction equipment project.
Okay, no, I'm just, like I said, I only got one sheet the other day, so,
So may I approach the table?
yeah, you can
Okay.
come.
03, this is, right? That's detail?
Yes, that's correct.
That's really great to do, but, I mean, you really don't need to do that. Construction equipment pad detail,
Yeah, it's overkill.
yeah, you're not trying to kill my suggestion,
Okay.
that detail J, all you're doing is you're taking 6 mil poly, at the end of the night, you're gonna roll the 6 mil poly out, full width, the machine's gonna drive on the 6 mil poly, park, you're gonna roll it up around the edges, and that's it. You do not need this,
Understood. Okay.
okay? I'm just trying to keep it
It's a
simple.
it's a big project, but yeah, budgetary, it's beneficial.
Yeah, so I'm just letting, so just modify detail J.
Yes.
Detail J, 3, modify, detail J. Okay, so that takes care of that. Okay, now, the dewatering. I had questions regarding the dewatering. So, here's my concern with the dewatering, right? So, what I'm trying to avoid is silts being turbulent, making turbulence in the other side of the water, of the berm.
Yes.
Usually when you dewater something like this, you typically have a settling tank. I've done a few in
Okay.
my lifetime. So you would dump it into a tank and then let it settle and then let the water discharge. We're not doing that here. So all I was looking for is how you're going to prevent the fines from leaving that, because I'm trying to minimize the amount of disruption of the lake bed
Correct.
to go all over. So you're going to dig a hole and then set the pump in a bucket or something? What are you going to do to try and wrap it in a filter blanket or something, or?
I was expecting to wrap the input lead in a filter blanket to prevent silt and fines from getting in there.
Okay. Do you have a monitoring plan? Again, I'm not trying to
No,
create more
please.
work, but are you having so typically what they'll do is they'll take a jar, they'll check the turbidity of the water as it's being discharged.
Yeah.
So what I would suggest you do, this is something we can accept, but we would wait for something to, if, depending on how we code today, we could accept the application, but I would need you to give me a plan on checking turbidity.
I can provide that, absolutely.
Yeah, tell me how you're gonna provide the turbidity, because, again, what I'm trying to do is, I'm not even sure, turbidity is the turbulence of the water, basically the number of fines in the water.
Yes.
So that's what we're trying to avoid, to try to minimize the fines from one area to the other, okay? So, when reading this, the pump is gonna be run daily?
The expectation, yes, that the coffers
Will hold?
will be imperfect, but we're gonna do one initial pump that's gonna dewater the area, and then I expect that there'll be some light seepage that might have to dewater in the morning, but I don't foresee a substantial
Is
running
that,
of that.
are you gonna have that pump running 24/7? One of the pumps?
No, I would prefer not to. Ideally, these coffers are well installed and quite watertight. I mean, in working with some coffers, some water gets in,
Yeah.
Ideally, we're gonna run it, well, it's not gonna be 24/7. I think with a decent 300 gallon per minute pump or something like that, we could dewater that area in probably a half day. And then subsequently, anything that comes in the morning, we could turn back on, but I wouldn't expect too much volume to come in the standoff time. So,
Okay. And what are you gonna do about the seams? You're gonna stuff them full of oakum or bentonite or whatever?
At night.
Bentonite sausages?
Yeah, I was gonna call them blankets, but yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. Okay, the rain garden calcs, they need to be submitted to the town engineer,
Okay.
okay? And when do you plan on starting this job?
In the spring?
Okay, just, that's fine. Let's see what else.
After the frost, like after the winter, I guess.
All right, you have to have the wetlands inspector do a pre and post inspection, which you did that, yes, yep, got it. Silt fence, got it. More information on the suction pump, we discussed that, you're going to do turbidity testing,
Yes, sir.
provide details on that. I'm not looking for lab result, there's a turbidity meter where you pump it into a jar and you stick the meter in it, or whatever.
Do you want a third party or?
No.
Am I capable as a civil engineer?
You're a licensed engineer?
Yes, sir.
You wouldn't lie to me.
No, I'm not here to lie.
I'm not asking for them to be submitted, but
I will.
but as you, as the engineer, if you see a problem, you have to adjust accordingly.
Yes.
Okay. The coffer dam, I mean, it is what it is, it's a prefabricated unit, right, that they just stick in, or they build it on site?
They come in, the piers, yeah, the metal A-frame contraptions come in the back of the truck, they plop those in, and then they will, the membranes roll out subsequently, yeah. So it's prefabricated, I made a note of it somewhere,
8 foot high. That's gonna be way too much, but
yeah, I know. it's
rather be
huge.
more than,
The best bathymetry I could find was, I'm approximating, it's certainly less than 10 feet. I don't think it's 8 feet, I think it's gonna be less than that frankly, but I don't know the
8
explicit.
feet off of the land, the bulkhead.
No, my depth of
Oh, yeah.
retaining. I know, based on, there's, the town of Mahopac had one study done, it's not super rigorous, but that depth, I'm certainly less than 10 feet, so I expect, worst case, we're gonna be retaining 8 feet of water. So we'll need 8 feet of pier.
Oh, without
so to
doubt.
speak. So I like those A-frames. There's also, companies also rent those giant bladders that fill them with water. I don't think they're gonna be big enough though for that, so.
No. All right, what about the, so then the other thing, I remember from last meeting was, our architect friend over here was telling me that we're going to be digging out underneath the old dock to install your footings and everything else. What I would really like to have, to minimize the amount of disruption to the
Sure.
to the shoreline. So, one of the things, and this is, I'm gonna leave this up to you, is that as it's excavated, it's not taken off-site, but yet you leave it within the boundaries of your coffer, right? And then once the water starts to come back, eventually it'll settle out and smooth out naturally, so as we're not disturbing the, but I don't know how many yards you're taking out. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're then gonna have to dredge whatever, so, you know, I'm trying not to avoid I'm trying not to affect the lake bed very much.
Ideally, the lake bed,
Is sand.
yeah, well, I was gonna say is minimally affected. We are putting footings there at the shore.
Right, you're putting some,
But ideally, that area between the coffer and the retaining concrete.
it looks like you're going down 1'1".
I just wanna go underneath that sand in the event, as we get to the shore and the water gets much shallower, we get a big freeze, we get 8 inches of ice, maybe in a cold season.
You don't want it to heave.
Exactly. I wanna keep it below, just below any, even
Yeah.
if the shoreline is to start to frost and heave, I wanna keep below there.
Right.
That's all, yeah.
So do me a favor now, so you're gonna have to submit some stuff by Monday, right?
That's okay.
So just give me a detail of what you wanna do in terms of what you're gonna do with the lake bed material that you remove.
Understood.
Okay, I'm trying not to make it go away. Maybe you could use it to backstop the, no, you really can't, and what are you using for structural fill on the other side of the retaining wall? Are you using flowable fill, or are you using,
I mean,
three-quarter crushed?
Oh, we could use 3/4 crushed. I was gonna use as much excavated, soil from the
Behind
project as we could, and then, well, 3/4 crushed, yeah.
So
I
then,
was
I'll
gonna-
tell you what, if you put the lake bed material on the other side of the retaining wall,
Okay,
you're gonna have to put a geotech fabric down if you're gonna go with 3/4 crushed, right?
correct, yes.
So just think about that and let us know what you wanna do with that.
Okay,
So
Because-
it is okay to use a lake bed material?
You could, I'll let you use some of it to do, but I don't want, let's put it this way, I'm not looking to rip out all of it, right? So try to minimize your excavation
correct.
to minimize the amount. So what's the distance of this, 20? 10 by what?
I don't remember my dimensions off the top of my head.
What is it? This is, now you're basically making a knee wall all the way around from the land out and around, right? So it's 8 inches wide, right? And it's 1, 2, that's 0, 8, 2. What's the height of this? Oh, what's the height of this? You didn't think about using those precast sheeting,
You know,
because one of the guys on the lake that I know did that,
See, I
And they're,
don't want to say that my choice to use concrete was arbitrary. I wanted to retain, but like the steel sheet piles.
no,
Oh,
these
no.
are plastic.
Plastic sheet piles.
They're plastic sheet
Okay,
piles,
so I've never worked with a plastic sheet
and
pile.
they come in sections, like width. And what you do is they get driven down, right?
Yeah,
You clean them out, they create a automatic cofferdam,
yeah,
then you fill them with goulash, concrete. You run your conduits, whatever, if you're putting lights or whatever on it, fill that up, and then you can pour your
also
tops.
it's not just a layer like a
It's,
sheet pile.
it's,
It has
it's a
like an
box.
8-inch or a box.
Yeah,
Oh. I'm not in a rush to change my drawings entirely
No, I'm
right
just-
now,
I'm
but
just-
that-
I'm just telling you.
it's a product that I haven't used before, but that's a fantastic product. That saves construction costs and formwork and everything. Yeah.
It's already formed. Our neighbor at the lake did it. It came out really nice. I don't know what they paid, but came out really nice, and you're able to then core drill and put a fence on it. He ran electric in it with lighting.
Exactly.
All right. So that's, anybody have anything else?
No,
Because I'm just rattling away. All right, so do me a favor, I'm gonna just put one more item, is calculate approximate volume of material to be removed, okay? Just put it in a letter, okay? So,
Yes, sir.
so I'm gonna make a motion to the board to accept the application with the following conditions, okay? One, that you provide a detail on SK01 for truck wash for the concrete.
Yes, sir.
Provide details for the soil stockpile details.
Yes, sir.
Modified detail J to just a poly, 6 mil poly. Provide turbidity testing details and monitoring. Submit the rain garden calculations to the town engineer for approval. And calculate the approximate volume of material to be removed and backfilled behind the retaining wall, and what structural material you're using for that material.
Understood.
Do I have a motion? But you have to get it in by, so here's the thing, if it's not in by noon on Monday, this offer expires.
We'll get it done by noon on Monday.
You have to get into Rose by Monday, and then she'll email it to me, and then if you hit these things, then we'll let you go. All right, and then what happens is this goes through a town, it goes advertised in the newspaper. Oh, so do I have a motion with those following conditions?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so you're on the clock. One of the provisions that you will have in the permit is that you'll have to do a pre and post inspection by the town wetlands inspector. So once you get your turbidity curtain up, your silt fence up, and your cofferdam up, you need to get the town engineer out there before you start going to town, so he can look and bless everything, and then that's it. And then, as far as the turbidity is concerned, you should just write out a plan, and in the plan, if you say, I'm going to use a meter to check the turbidity of the water, just please identify which meter you're using. All right? Anybody else have anything?
No.
Okay. That's it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
What?
I said it's nice to meet you all.
Oh, you too.
That's what you say now. She wasn't so happy with us last week.
Out of the way, I left her on her own.
There's just so many things.
Yeah, that was a lot. Thank you all for your notes, that was very helpful.
Yeah, no worries. Can I have that?
Yep.
Okay, that's it. Well, good luck. But there is a really nice product there, out there. You know, all this retaining wall stuff, the guy just came in with a backhoe,
Yeah.
drove it in, sucked out the muck, cleaned it out. So I think the wall was maybe a little longer than many, let's say it's 3 feet. They drove it down 6 feet,
Yeah.
and then they mucked it out, filled it with concrete. It's been up since, and it's plastic, it's like a heavy-duty plastic. It's never gonna rot,
No, exactly.
never gonna rot.
You don't even need concrete then, or,
Well,
do you put rebars in it, or?
I don't know if they did, but you could put bar in it, but why would, you wouldn't need
It's
to.
already got the form in it.
It's already got the form, you already got the toe.
Yeah, interesting. The next one, maybe. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks. Okay, thank you, have a nice
too.
day. We'll see you after the holidays. Okay, no new business. Do I have a motion to close the meeting?
I make the motion to close the meeting.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Have a good night. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.